Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. General Hospital Monday, August 12 update. Nina's dinner date. Carly's discovery. Blaze's out-of-town offer. General Hospital, GH, spoilers update for Monday, August 12, reveals that Jack Brennan, Charles Mazur, will return to Port Charles and catch Carly Spencer, Laura Wright, off guard, so look for them to flirt as Carly fishes for answers. At some point, Anna Devane, Finola Hughes, will realize Brennan is back in PC, so she'll derail his plans for the night and put him through another grilling session. As for Carly, will she discover Brennan's involvement in making the FBI's recording disappear? It'd be nice if Carly had a chance to offer her gratitude, so stay tuned to see how the meeting with Brennan will play out. Over with TJ Ashford, Taj Bello. He'll be upset when Molly Lansing Davis, Kristen Vagenos, doesn't want to be part of his plans. It looks like TJ will have an idea on how to honor their baby's memory, but Molly will apparently be too overwhelmed to participate. Speaking of overwhelmed PC residents, Christina Corinthos Davis, Kate Mancy, will remain deeply distraught over her baby's demise. Willow Corinthos Davis, Caitlin McMullen, seems poised to offer some comfort based on her own baby loss, but it may not do much to help right now. Next, Brooklyn Quartermain, Amanda Seton, will play up some big offer for Blazaka Allison Allie Rogers, Jacqueline Grace Lopez, and push her to take advantage of it for the sake of her career. There may be some famous tour for Blaze to become part of, but she'll worry about leaving Christina at a time like this. That's why Natalia Ramirez, Eva LaRue, will head to Christina's room at GH and offer an emotional plea. Natalia will push Christina to let Blaze go, so it looks like Christina will break things off and set Blaze free within the next episode or two. At Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watros, place she'll get an unexpected visit from Maxie Jones, Kirsten Storms, who'll notice the extra wine glass and wonder who's coming over for dinner. Nina will claim she's going to help Drew Quartermain, Cameron Matheson, make some updates to his campaign platform, but Maxie will think her story needs some work. It'll be obvious that Nina's evening with Drew is more about pleasure than business. Back with Willow, she'll settle on a decision that could change her life. It's possible Willow will decide to confess to Michael Corinthos, Chad Dull, but there's no guarantee she'll actually go through with blabbing about the kiss. Of course, Willow's life-changing choice could also involve the LA fundraising trip that Drew mentioned. If Willow has a change of heart and decides they can go as a team, that could lead to surrendering to temptation with Drew again down the road. General Hospital spoilers say Drew and Willow have more trouble ahead of them, so we'll offer more predictions on all the bad news that's brewing. The bustling streets of Port Charles were settling into the evening glow, casting long shadows that stretched across the town. Inside the luxurious Metro Court, Nina Reeves was meticulously preparing for her much-anticipated dinner date. She had chosen a sleek, emerald green dress that accentuated her figure, paired with a simple gold necklace that sparkled under the soft lighting of her penthouse. Tonight wasn't just another date. It was a chance for Nina to escape the tumultuous events of the past few months and indulge in the comfort of an evening with someone she genuinely enjoyed. As Nina applied the final touches of her makeup, her mind wandered to the man she was about to meet. They had been texting for a few weeks now, and while she wasn't ready to jump into anything serious, she was curious to see where this could go. There was something about his charm that had intrigued her, and tonight she hoped to explore that connection further. The stakes were high, not just because of her own emotional baggage, but also due to the complicated web of relationships in Port Charles. Meanwhile, across town, Carly Spencer was grappling with her own set of problems. Her marriage to Drew Kane was on shaky ground, and the recent discovery of Willow's secret with Drew had left her feeling betrayed. Carly had always been a force to be reckoned with, but this time she wasn't sure how to navigate the storm brewing in her personal life. As she made her way through the halls of the Metro Court, Carly's mind was racing with thoughts of what she had uncovered earlier that day. She had stumbled upon something she wasn't supposed to see, a document that revealed more about Drew's involvement with Willow than she had ever imagined. It wasn't just a fleeting affair. There was something deeper at play, something that could potentially destroy the life Carly had worked so hard to rebuild. As she clutched the document in her hand, Carly knew she had a choice to make. Confront Drew and Willow, or keep the information to herself and figure out a way to use it to her advantage. Carly wasn't one to let emotions cloud her judgment, but this time was different. Drew had been a constant in her life, someone she had trusted implicitly, and now that trust had been shattered. The betrayal stung more than she cared to admit, and as she approached her office, she could feel the anger boiling just beneath the surface. Back at the Metro Court restaurant, Nina's date had arrived, and the two were seated at a cozy table near the window. The conversation flowed easily between them, with laughter and flirtatious glances exchanged throughout the evening. For a brief moment, Nina allowed herself to forget about the chaos that had enveloped her life recently. She leaned into the conversation, enjoying the attention and the ease with which they connected. However, just as the main course was being served, Nina's phone buzzed with a message. It was a cryptic text from an unknown number, one that made her heart skip a beat. Asterisk Carly knows everything. Asterisk. Nina's hand trembled slightly as she read the message. Could it be true? Had Carly somehow discovered the secret that Nina had been so carefully guarding? She glanced up at her date, who was oblivious to the turmoil now brewing inside her. Nina excused herself, needing a moment to process what this could mean. As she stepped away from the table, her mind raced with possibilities. Meanwhile, in another corner of Port Charles, Blaze was wrestling with a decision of her own. She had received an out-of-town offer that could potentially catapult her career to the next level. The opportunity was tempting, but it came with a price. She would have to leave behind everything and everyone she cared about in Port Charles. Blaze had been struggling with this decision for days, weighing the pros and cons of leaving her life behind for the promise of fame and success. As she sat in her apartment, staring at the offer letter, Blaze couldn't help but think about the people she would be leaving behind, especially Cody. Their relationship had been a roller coaster, full of ups and downs, but there was something about him that kept pulling her back. She wasn't sure if she was ready to say goodbye, even if it meant chasing her dreams. Blaze knew that leaving Port Charles would be a turning point in her life, but she wasn't sure if it was a step forward or backward. Blaze's thoughts were interrupted by a knock on her door. She opened it to find Cody standing there, looking as conflicted as she felt. He had heard about the offer and wanted to talk. They stood there in silence for a moment, the weight of their unspoken feelings hanging heavy in the air. Cody finally broke the silence, his voice filled with emotion. "I don't want you to go," he admitted, his eyes searching hers for a response. Blaze felt a lump form in her throat. She had been dreading this conversation, knowing it would force her to confront.